58 games down, 43 wins, but ask the Estevan Bruins and they'll tell you they're still 12 wins short of their next target. They'll try to get win number 1 here tonight as the SJHL postseason kicks off. Starting goaltenders, first for the Notre Dame Hounds, down to my right. Austin Elliott, 35 games played, 18, 12, 2-2, 3.44 goals against average, and a .900 save percentage. Down to my left, Boston Belois for Estevan. He played in 40 games this season, 25, 9, 2-2, 2.11 goals against average, and a .923 save percentage. The Bruins will go from our left to our right here in this first period. The Hounds from our right to our left. The Bruins in their dark black home jerseys, Notre Dame in their road whites with red numbers. Eric Pierce, Cody Davis, Eric Hauk start up front for the Bruins. Kean Calder, Nolan Jones on defense. And we're underway tonight here from Affinity Place. Let the SJHL playoffs begin. The Bruins will control off the opening face-off. Cody Davis backhands it out to center. Here comes Eric Pierce down the left wing side. A shot from a sharp angle. Glanced off the side of the net. Bruins go to work on the attack early. Eric Hauk digging in there in the near corner. Notre Dame able to clear it back out to center. Davis stopped it, sent it over to Pierce, and Pierce just golfs this back in to the Notre Dame zone. Estevan starts an early line change just 30 seconds in to this first period. Here comes ex-Weyburn Red Wing Nick Sombrowski for Notre Dame getting to center. He took a bump, but he got the puck in deep. Below us out to play it for Dayton Deek. So you heard from in the pregame show for Eric Pierce down the right wing side. Pierce got to the Notre Dame blue line and chipped it in off the glass and into the Hound zone. Estevan still completing that line change. Here's Phil Pfaff for Notre Dame, the Moosomin native. He took a good jolt there from Mark Rumsey, and the fans like that. Here comes Pouliot on the far side shooting. That gave Elliott some trouble. Big rebound. Keegan Little just put it wide. Little again on the goal line, trying to center it out front for Rumsey. It was blocked by Rasmussen. Rumsey centered out front again. Nobody home that time. Soa holds it in at the near point. Down for Rumsey. Rumsey into the middle. Pouliot couldn't handle it. Soa holds the line. Good pressure from the Bruins early. Rumsey in the far corner for Keegan Little. Little for Rumsey, who shoots, and he ripped it wide. Puck in the near corner. Little in there forechecking. Oliver Ban trying to relieve the pressure for Notre Dame. Ban got the puck up to Pfaff, who takes another jolt, this time from Pouliot. That's a real good shift for the Little, Pouliot, and Rumsey line early in this hockey game. We're 2 minutes into the first. No score. Game 1. Nolan Kowal with you on Rock 106. Here's Connor Nolan for Notre Dame. Mishandled it inside his own line. Cade Runke tried to find Fitzpatrick in front. That was broken up there nicely by Sam Kroon of Notre Dame. And back come the Hounds. Dawson getting to the Estevan blue line. He'll just chip that in deep. And back come the Bruins through the neutral zone. Quickly, here's Michael Sarder on the far side, dropping for Runke. Runke trying to drop pass for Fitzpatrick. Jones follows up on the play. Backhanded towards the net. That's stopped by Elliott with the right pad. Big rebound was available, but Cade Runke couldn't quite reach it. Big collision in front of the penalty boxes. Jones ran hard into Connor Nolan. Now we've got an injured Hound. It's Anderson. A long shot, meanwhile, partially blocked by Calder. That just missed the target. Below us hasn't had to make a save yet. Estevan's come out very physical in this first 3 minutes of this hockey game, and that'll be icing against Estevan. We'll get our first stoppage. Pretty good pace here to start the first period. Keys to the game, by the way, brought to you by Days Inn. It's a new segment here in the playoffs. By the way, thank you to all of our sponsors. We've got some new sponsors here in the playoffs and some returning sponsors as well. So thanks to all the businesses around town who are making these broadcasts possible here this spring. Bruins win that defensive zone face-off, and they'll get the puck back out to Notre Dame ice. Here's Kalen Fitzpatrick shooting. That one missed wide. Valentino on the far side. Got it down low for Koner. Koner trying to center it out front. It was out of the reach of Deeks, and Alex von Sprecken has to backtrack here for the Bruins. Von Sprecken up the left wing side for Ambrosic. Puck's in front of the Bruin bench. Koner now on it. He'll play it ahead to the Notre Dame line. Koner take it down. Here's Sam Kroon with it for Notre Dame. Kroon got it to Jared Sitch in front of his own bench. Now we've got a stoppage here. And we'll see what the call is on this. Are they going to call too many men? I may have been a hand pass and stop play there. So they'll bring the face-off in front of the Notre Dame bench. 3 keys to the game for Days In. Key number 1, a quick start for the Bruins. And they've got that already. In my notes here, I said the first 5 to 10 minutes are key. If the Bruins can have a quick start, it'll go a long way to setting that tone in this series, and they're well on their way to doing that already. Key number 2, as we're back underway, Von Sprecken goes back for it in his own zone. Key number 2 for the Bruins, pucks on net. Austin Elliott, 11th of 12 starters in the regular season in terms of goals against. So he's a young goaltender who struggled at times. So pucks on net, get lots of shots. As Notre Dame here goes to the work in the offensive zone inside the Bruin end. This is Vanden Heuvel. A long shot comes in. Oh, that may have glanced off the post as the crowd gasps there. That was Vanden Heuvel let it go down. Vanden Heuvel shoots again. That was blocked. 2 players go down. Notre Dame's going to get a penalty as Dayton Deeks was hauled down, and Ambrosic comes back the other way. So Ambrosic took a good bump, and he got the puck in deep. Notre Dame touches the puck, so the Bruins going to the power play. It's going to be a hooking call as Deeks was taken down, and it's going to be Nick Sombrowski heading off for Notre Dame. And just to finish off those keys, key number 3, shut down the top line. And when I say top line, I mean the likes of Elliott Dutiel, Connor Nolan, Kevin Anderson. Those are 3 dangerous players. The high-octane offense that the Hounds possess, the Bruins can shut that down. It'll go a long way to winning game 1 here tonight. The Bruins get the first power play of the night. Here's Pouliot walking in and shooting. He ripped it wide. Hauk has it on the far side. Back to Jones. Rumsey and Pierce also out on this 5-man power play unit. Here's Jones at the near point for Pouliot. Passes in his skates. Back for Jones, who tees it up. That was blocked there by the Hounds. As getting in the way that time was Blake Rasmussen. And Rasmussen's able to clear this all the way down the ice. And they're going to call a high stick. So that's going to stop play here. 24 seconds in to this Bruin man advantage. Estevan, 22.1% in the regular season on the power play. That was 3rd best in the SJHL. They were 59 for 267 on the year. And the power plays here tonight brought to you by Inland Truck and Equipment. The Notre Dame penalty kill, you might wonder. 6th overall, 81.6%. They only scored 2 shorthanded goals all year. Here's Pouliot for Pierce. Backdoor play, looking for Rumsey, and it didn't quite connect, and the puck's going to slide all the way back down into that Estevan. And by the way, at our first intermission, you'll hear from Notre Dame head coach Brett Pilkington, and throughout the broadcast as well. We'll maybe get to it at our second intermission. You'll hear from Jamie Neugebauer, the Notre Dame broadcaster, for his take on what he expects here in this series, and we'll be talking with Jamie throughout the entire series here in the first round. I'm sure does a real good job for the Hounds on the other side of the rink for me tonight. We just passed the 5-minute mark of the first. There's no score. Bruins and Hounds, game 1. Nolan Kowal with you on Rock 106 and Hockey TV for you fans watching tonight. A minute left in the Bruin power play. Here's Dayton Deeks at his own blue line. He'll drop it for Fitzpatrick. Oh, Fitzpatrick nearly mishandled it. That's always a dangerous play. Rasmussen was nearly in alone, shorthanded. Fitzpatrick just recovered in time. Here's below us. Nice outlet pass for Sarder and now for Valentino. Valentino chips it into the Notre Dame zone. Phil Fath is first on it for Notre Dame. He took a good jolt. Fath has taken 3 hard hits in this first period. He's played a lot of big minutes early here for Brett Pilkington. The Hounds, pretty good penalty kill here. They clear it down the length of the ice once more. Estevan has just 25 seconds of power play time to work with. Here comes Deeks over the center ice logo, dropping for Fitzpatrick and now for Runke on the right wing side. Runke puts on the brakes. He took a bump from Anderson. Runke finds Fitzpatrick in the middle, and now for Deeks, and now for Sarder on the far side. Sarder changes spots with Deeks. Fitzpatrick now on the near side. Down low Valentino for Sarder. For Deeks, who shoots. Save is made. Loose puck. Sarder's on the rebound, trying to settle down the puck. Sarder with his head up for Fitzpatrick, who shoots. Partially blocked, and they score! It just crossed the goal line. It pinballed around. And let's see who got the last touch. It looks like Kane Runke. Fitzpatrick let the shot go, partially blocked by a Hound, and then it pinballed off of Runke and just skittered over the goal line. Elliott couldn't quite reach it with his goal stick, and the Bruins have the House of Stationary opening goal here tonight with 13:55 left in the first. It came in the dying seconds of that power play, and I believe it will be a power play goal.